This is what will happen to narcissists when you're triggering their fear. Narcissists will anticipate, if not insist, that you shouldn't make a big deal out of their acts, regardless of how terrible they are. In fact, they will get angry if you do. Hearing their partner show even the tiniest desire to leave them could be terrible for the narcissist who continuously suffers from abandonment issues. It's possible that a narcissist's abandonment issues will flare up when they're under a lot of pressure, in which case they might act excessively angry or, on the other hand, act normally and love-bomb you to make sure you won't forsake them. I merely bring this up to stress the point that the illogical fear of abandonment that narcissists have can be triggered by circumstances that appear to be completely harmless. To begin, let me offer my gratitude for taking the time to view this video. This channel actively seeks out and draws attention to those who are overly self-absorbed, particularly narcissists. If you've been viewing my videos on a consistent basis, I want to express my gratitude for the time and support you've given me. All of you who have just joined us should seriously consider subscribing to this channel. Let's proceed. Because of this, the idea of being cast aside by others is one of the things that narcissists fear most, and in this video, I will discuss some of the triggers that have the potential to turn this fear into a reality. Abandonment, whether it be the act of leaving someone behind or being abandoned, can leave a person feeling helpless and miserable. Narcissists are constantly on edge because of their fear of being rejected. Because of this, individuals narcissists their belief that they are unlovable and unworthy of care. Therefore, you can count on them to do everything in their power to keep the odds in their favor. When their initial attempts at deception, subterfuge, and manipulation go flat, they resort to even more of the same. They prey on others in the shadows, hoping no one will ever detect their wrongdoing. An excellent example is when you stop communicating with the narcissist altogether. This causes internal warnings to sound in the narcissist's mind. Narcissists will stop at nothing to keep you around once they understand you no longer care about them or the relationship. This is because the narcissist would prefer to be the one to eliminate the undesirable elements or individuals rather than being abandoned. In spite of their heartless indifference to you, they would rather not meet the same fate at your hands. When a narcissist's abandonment issues are brought to light, the narcissist may lash out or resort to love bombing again. You may also say that it acts as a catalyst. It comes down to a game of best guesses to determine which response will be effective. If they detect any signs of uncertainty on your part, they are very likely to go on the offensive. Otherwise, they won't change tactics if they perceive that this is working. Some narcissists would try something else, like being more affectionate and caring towards you if their first strategy didn't work. The narcissist will never forgive you or let you off the hook for whatever you did to cause their abandonment fear. Therefore, the narcissist will always be on the lookout for novel methods to torment you. As a rule, this happens out of the blue and is the result of some sort of slander or dismissal. One of the lesser-known triggers for narcissists is being kept waiting. This includes things like ignoring their calls or messages, or otherwise not engaging with them when they try to get in touch. Let's pretend you're running late for a meeting due to a prior commitment. Or when a narcissist is waiting for you to accomplish something and you're taking longer to get to it. When put in these situations, narcissists often become irritated, worried, or restless. Some narcissists will react instantly by avoiding you or cutting off all communication with you. They give you the silent treatment to make you feel worried and guilty. They aim to make you feel responsible for your actions and compel you to make amends. When I visited one narcissist I know, he didn't wait for me even for a minute longer. We had to reschedule our meeting and give some really important apologies because he wasn't there when I arrived. In this situation, how much a narcissist cares about impressing their target is the determining factor in whether or not they would have waited for anyone else. If they keep waiting for you, it's because they want to make a good first impression, not because they have nothing better to do. If a narcissist is kept waiting, they may not act out immediately, but they will eventually find a way to get even with you. And that's true even if they try to minimize the gravity of the situation. They are playing you for suckers until they get you cornered, at which point they will spill the beans. The narcissist may become even more anxious if they believe we are purposefully keeping them waiting because of their paranoia. This is why they think it's fair to hold us accountable for our actions and punish us when we commit them. Neglecting a narcissist can be the worst thing that could happen to them. Depending on your relationship with the narcissist, the fallout could be extremely harmful to them. One of the worst things that can happen to a narcissist is that you ignore them or give up on them. Narcissists are afraid of being left behind, yet they don't want to put in the effort to overcome this dread. It appears that they are either oblivious to the inefficiency of their methods, or they simply don't care. Narcissists think they should not have to answer to anyone or be held responsible for their actions. A narcissist may become irrationally furious if you don't respond to their phone calls or pay attention to their social media posts. Even if you have a valid reason to explain your conduct, they will remain suspicious and assume that you lack spontaneity. Their pre-existing abandonment issues are exacerbated by these factors. Dealing with a narcissist, especially a covert narcissist who is passive-aggressive, can be exhausting. After all, you may not realize that they have already started to react adversely and punish you. Narcissists, on the other hand, pay close attention to every detail. Therefore, I promise to spill as much as I can. This channel probably has more videos that will answer your questions. I'm also interested to hear how narcissists handled your delay in responding to their texts or your refusal to answer their phone calls. If you have some time, drop me a line and fill me in on what you've been experiencing with narcissists. In sum, this is the sole topic we'll be covering today. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon if you enjoyed this video and would want to see more content like this in the future. Thank you for watching this video. Very worrying, this is what will happen to narcissists when their mask is revealed. I'm very happy that you were able to come back for the narcissist's most important disclosure. Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's video. Because of all of your contributions, my channel is able to grow steadily, and I am grateful for that. Because of the widespread knowledge, an increasing number of people are coming to the realization that a toxic person is a member of their inner circle in some capacity, be it as a friend, a parent, a lover, or some other role. But if one has reason to believe that they are interacting with a narcissist, what actions should they take? On the other side, narcissists will stop at nothing in their pursuit of ego improvement, neither in terms of effort nor money. To bolster their sense of self-importance, narcissists will engage in behaviors such as embellishing the achievements of others or creating the appearance of a close relationship with another individual for the purpose of elevating their social standing. You could have picked up on the fact that narcissists exude a chilly vibe during the course of your interactions with them. Spending time with them is, at best, a source of annoyance. Narcissists are persons who are too concerned with themselves and will go to great lengths to demonstrate their superiority over other people, even if they have nothing positive to contribute to society. The only people who are able to see through a narcissist's veneer are the people who are closest to them, and even then it takes some time for this to happen. Their closest friends and family members are frequently the first to see through their lies. If you become aware that an insatiable narcissist is attempting to engage you and grab your attention, you need to take the necessary steps as soon as possible in order to protect yourself. Because you are aware of who they are, you are unable to carry on conversing with them in the same manner as before. If you go through with that plan and cut down on the amount of time you spent with them, you will bring them nothing but misery and suffering. It's also crucial that I emphasize the futility of loving a narcissist in the hope that they will change. While tough love may be effective when dealing with a child narcissist, it is useless when dealing with an adult narcissist. Trying to reason with a narcissist will just make them more defensive. When told no or reprimanded, they take it personally. All they can focus on is the problem, not you. Having to deal with a narcissist who is always on the lookout for new victims to dominate and manipulate will do considerably more damage to your well-being and make you isolated from the people you love. I believe they will gain more from this arrangement than you will. Narcissists can't be changed by tough love alone. Remembering the first few days or weeks after discovering you were dealing with a narcissist can be devastating. Having loved someone who didn't love you back, you begin to feel regret for the time you wasted. The question, "What the hell am I supposed to do now?" is necessary at times. It's easy for things to get out of hand, especially when children are involved. When everything falls into place, it's the most important moment of your life. Put that into perspective, and you'll see what I mean. Assembling the puzzle was a great stress reliever, though. It's better to realize late than nothing. It's for the best that you've come to this conclusion now, because their behavior towards you is unbearable. Taking action requires a complete understanding of the situation, which you should have right now. You need to quickly formulate a strategy to either confront the narcissist or escape their clutches. The narcissist will be disappointed to learn of your actions. It's better if you don't let the other person know about your no contact, ignoring, or emotional shutdown. Get the necessary things off your chest, but save the big news for after you've finished packing and finalizing your departure. It's important to remember that trying to educate a narcissist about their true nature will only serve to exacerbate the situation. Some narcissists may try to portray you in a bad light, even if they are familiar with the term, because they will not admit that they are incorrect and that you are the toxic person who smears their reputation. Narcissists don't give a damn about what other people think of them, since they don't believe their behaviors merit either praise or criticism. In doing so, you will merely be showing your hand and giving them the advantage to use against you. This is not a good plan unless you want these to be your last words before you die. In the event that the narcissist does admit wrongdoing, apologizes, and offers to put things right, I wouldn't recommend opening up to them in the hopes of having a discussion. It won't work out like that here. You should never tell a narcissist how much anguish they've caused you once you've made that determination. They would feel nothing but pleasure and satisfaction at knowing they caused you so much pain. Narcissists may act like they care, but in reality, they couldn't care less about you. Tormenting you is a form of entertainment for them. In dealing with a narcissist, it's important not to give on that you've taken note of their conduct or are making arrangements to leave. You don't need to say anything else. You've already admitted that the narcissist won't aid in your rehabilitation. You should tell the narcissist as little as possible about yourself. The narcissist will resort to any method possible to win sympathy from you. The narcissist will feel more certain in their abilities to influence you if you respond to them. As a result of the reassuring sensation that comes from baiting your answer before this one, they're more inclined to do that again, and then again if you are still giving them a response. Therefore, don't. You should cut all contact with the narcissist as quickly as possible. Take better care of your body and mind. When we associate with narcissists, we end up hurting ourselves more. Our long-term happiness may rely on whether or not we are ready to put our own demands ahead of the narcissist's. When we realize that the narcissist doesn't merit our love or attention, we are freed from the burden of worrying about what other people think of us. No matter how long you were with a narcissist, the realization that you were in a relationship with them can be distressing. But it's also a chance to begin over, to reclaim the happiness and independence you once knew. To ignore the problem or pretend things will improve serves no purpose. You shouldn't bother with either of these strategies. Nothing is going to make narcissists start taking responsibility for their actions. That concludes my topic for today's video. Please know how much I appreciate any you could give to this channel. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any feedback, we'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell icon if you want to be the first to know when we upload new videos. Thank you. This is what a narcissist does to you when you're in a relationship with them. Again, I'd want to thank you for taking the time to watch another one of our videos. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy seeing this video. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss a narcissist's game that is one of the most draining on all levels, mentally, physically, and emotionally. The manipulations of a narcissist are aimed at getting us to believe their lies on a subconscious level so that they can exert complete power and authority over us. A narcissist will not give you anything of value in a relationship once the love-bombing phase is over because they are only interested in themselves. They will never recognize your accomplishments or acknowledge the hard work that you have put in. You might be able to mislead them with your charm and talent, but their attention is superficial. They want to get closer to you, so they will compliment your appearance and the accomplishments you have made. Narcissists are notoriously self-centered individuals. Narcissists will go to tremendous efforts to ensure the success of their approach so that they do not risk appearing silly, experiencing feelings of worthlessness, or being shown to be incorrect. They deliberately mislead others while being aware that doing so will be detrimental to their cause. As a direct consequence of this, they rarely achieve anything significant enough to be considered a success in the long run. Feel uneasy when they cause you to doubt who you are. They make you feel bad about yourself for no good reason. How often have they done this to you? I want to know. When did they last embarrass you in front of your loved ones? Do you ever reflect on a moment when they were unkind to you, and you wanted nothing more than to find them and demand to know what you did wrong so you could make amends? Remember how you and your narcissistic partner were always together and how they made you feel like you were the only one in the world. Narcissists have an ingrained need to exert control over individuals they care about. The more people they can dupe, the better. Consequently, narcissists use a wide variety of methods to stock their refrigerators. By building a fake present and future, they accomplish their goal. Please let me explain why I'm worried about this. The point I want to make is that this line of thinking can help us understand what drives narcissists. To maintain drive and optimism, it helps to focus on something distant in the future, such as a goal or aspiration. The narcissist will show genuine concern for your plans and goals, and they will make occasional checks to ensure that everything is proceeding as expected. In contrast, narcissists care neither about your goals nor how they may help you achieve them. Individuals who are preoccupied with their own needs are completely self-centered. They'll say or do anything to prevent you from following your heart. This is a rather perverse twist on the truth. The narcissist needs to be able to utilize you to prevent you from succeeding, other people, and circumstances to their advantage. Narcissists are curious about your future goals because they want you to feel invested in them so that they may receive more of your attention. If you expect a narcissist to contribute anything to your plans, you are setting yourself up for failure. Using the pronoun we when making plans or asking you to do something for a narcissist is a common tactic, since it emphasizes their significance in their mind. The narcissist will appear concerned for you and your welfare, but in reality, they care only about themselves and their own goals. Narcissists are incapable of doing anything but talking a good game. It would be a point of pride for them to declare how strongly they back you. They would be able to provide personal moral support and words of encouragement, but unless told otherwise, they will sit idle. Long term, they try to convince you that it's for the best to go with their advice. But the narcissist doesn't care about our future worries or hopes. They want authority so that they may exploit their hold on us. They don't give a damn about us at all. They couldn't care less if we addressed our needs. However, they are willing to communicate with us to demonstrate their loyalty. The more we anticipated their company, the more they let us down. You can expect to be mistreated by narcissistic loved ones, friends, or a romantic partner. Narcissists take advantage of our longing for hope by becoming entangled in our fantasies to make us feel helpless in the absence of themselves. Putting your faith in a narcissist is a surefire way to have your hopes and dreams crushed. Despite the pain and disappointment they've caused, the promises and plans they made with us give us hope, or at least make it desirable to put up with their behavior. A narcissist can benefit from this setup. Narcissists aren't interested in your happiness or success, so they'll invent reasons why you shouldn't take the lead. They can't guarantee you the blissful, prosperous future you deserve. To be successful with a narcissist, you must determine how they can profit from your efforts while expending a minimum of effort. Narcissists conduct cruel games, such as pretending to care about other people's future plans and dreams, and making empty promises to make them come true. They don't just ruin your current situation, but also wipe out your entire future. You'll be wasting your time trying to convince the narcissist that they care. The mental and physical toll of dealing with a narcissist's lies, abuse, and betrayals increases over time. If you confide in a narcissist and continue to interact with them, you put yourself at risk. Putting some distance between you and the narcissist is the greatest way to avoid being taken advantage of again, as many of us know from personal experience. You should cut off any ties of trust with someone you discover to be egocentric. Don't let them in on your secrets, like your plans and aspirations. If you tell others what you have planned for the future, they may try to take credit for it. We've reached the end of the video for today. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and forward it to anyone you think would enjoy it. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified any time we post new videos. Thank you. These are 6 things that despise narcissists more than anything. Everyone, I'd want to say hello and welcome you all to yet another video. If you're just tuning in, you can get alerts whenever we post new videos by subscribing and clicking on the bell icon. Okay, let's not waste any more time and get started. Narcissists are dangerous to society as a whole because they consider other individuals to be nothing more than tools to achieve their goals. It would appear that we don't even register on their radar screen at all. A narcissist uses other people as if they were pawns in a game when they control them. When someone doesn't make an effort to learn your whole story, including the things you believe and the goals you want to achieve, it's difficult to respect them. Narcissists have feelings of anxiety and discomfort whenever they have someone in their inner circle whom they are unable to control or manipulate. Narcissists encounter a significant challenge in this area, since they are unable to exert as much influence over these individuals as they would want. This person is the embodiment of everything that narcissists despise, and as a result, they will do whatever in their power to steer clear of or eliminate them. Narcissists experience feelings of rage and resentment when they are denied access to something or someone they desire. It is a terrible reminder for someone who suffers from narcissism that they are not in control of their own life or the lives of anyone else. Because it might happen anywhere, narcissists need to stay alert at all times. Get under a narcissist's skin by embodying all of your flaws. Now we can get to the heart of the matter and talk about what actually gets on the nerves of narcissists. If you have one or even two of the features a narcissist finds repulsive, they will quickly lose interest in you. You must keep your cool and your anger at all times. Number 1. Narcissists can't stand folks who value themselves and establish clear boundaries in their relationships. Even the most egocentric of narcissists appreciates it when others give them their own space. Narcissists should never disregard these people as weak just because of how they appear. Those who prefer to make decisions on their own rather than following a set of rules. If narcissists try to exert control over them, they will be met with a resounding no resistance to authority is a primary cause of tension for narcissists. When you try to stop the narcissist from making claims about other people's life or time, they may become angry and lash out at you. After learning the truth, their behavior is likely to become irrational. They will attempt to degrade you and bring you to their level in every way they can. Number 2. Individuals who have no fear of challenging the narcissist, since they have no regard for their authority. Individuals who have little respect for the narcissist's position of authority and cater to his or her every whim. These individuals will not back down in the face of a narcissist's scolding or criticism. No longer can the narcissist get away with lying and betrayal. Narcissists struggle to connect with these people because they feel they can't be authentic with them. The very thought of this would make the narcissist more angry and afraid. Number 3. When their jokes don't work, narcissists get very upset. Envision yourself with this trait. The narcissist would appear helpless in the face of your presence. You saw through the narcissist's attempts to make you feel inadequate and their lies. We finally decided not to thank or praise the narcissist, and it was a tough one. Those who are hesitant to trust a new friend with their feelings will often wait until they have more concrete evidence before they commit to befriending them. You don't put much effort into meeting new people and expanding your social circle. If someone wants to win your trust and affection, they'll need more than simply a nice face and a friendly smile. Number 4. Someone who can put the narcissist in their place. Narcissists often boast about their accomplishments and make them appear to be much greater than they actually are. If a narcissist is made to feel unimportant, they may experience feelings of insignificance. Unbelievably, they find this to be a breeze when dealing with narcissists. As long as these people are in the narcissist's life, he or she will never feel satisfied with how things are going. They are honest and know that a narcissist is a poisonous individual. They are more likely to grey rock or ignore the narcissist when they act erratically since they don't care about the narcissist. Narcissists' violent responses to anything that they perceive as a threat to their inflated sense of self-importance are par for the course. Avoiding the narcissist's company is the preferred strategy. Number 5. Someone who is more influential, wealthy, or famous than the narcissist. Narcissists are often envious of other people's successes and the things they have that they don't. Let's imagine that you're married and the narcissist is single. It's possible that a narcissist won't be able to equal the financial security of their ex-lover. You get to travel the world while your narcissistic partner is cooped up at home. There's no end to the tale. What's important is not the narcissist's own abilities, but rather the abilities of those around them. The very idea is enough to drive a narcissist nuts. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-worth and harbour resentment toward those who succeed more spectacularly than they have. Number 6. Those who have no problem being themselves in front of others. Independent thinkers don't care what other people make of their pleasures and interests. We're talking about a character defect here. They couldn't care less what other people think of them or how they look. A nice time and getting the task done were their top priorities. Because they are so envious that they desire to live the other person's life, narcissists can't stand to be around the antithesis of their narcissism. People who consider themselves free spirits are typically upbeat and unconcerned. The narcissist, on the other hand, has nothing but scorn for the always upbeat. Narcissists can't stand to see the happiness and success of those around them. Narcissists have a nervous breakdown when they realize they can never achieve the same level of success as their contemporaries. This is because the narcissist's inflated feeling of self-importance is threatened whenever they are overshadowed. Someone who is self-aware enough to admit their own flaws and has the moral courage to state their own opinions on right and wrong. When faced with these, a narcissist will likely react with wrath. Narcissists like to shout about how great they are. They are easily identified by their tendency to complain, spread rumours, and embellish the truth. Narcissists frequently exaggerate or completely make up the events they describe. The worst thing that can happen to a narcissist is that someone else will achieve popularity at the expense of the narcissist and steal their spotlight. Authenticity is the central theme here. All of the aforementioned fall under the umbrella word of authenticity, which you should be aware of. To be of genuine character means to be honest in every aspect of your existence. Every aspect of the company's operations is open and honest. If you decide to work with them, rest assured that they will go above and beyond your expectations. Narcissists, on the other hand, are convinced that everything and everyone around them is in on their deception. Narcissists may not be the only ones who use this questionable tactic, as some have argued. Narcissists are fervent believers in such idea. The narcissist's narrow perspective prevents him or her from forming meaningful relationships with others. Anyone who chooses to look can see the truth for himself. Narcissists tend to retreat inside themselves when challenged by genuine people. Real people probably know what to look for in a narcissist since they have read extensively about them. Due to their elevated social standing, these people are in an excellent position to learn the narcissist's true identity. As a result of people like these, narcissists can never get away with anything. Narcissists who are concerned about being outed as such will often go to great lengths to avoid any interaction with other narcissists. The truth is something that sincere individuals take pleasure in, while narcissists try to avoid at all costs. In all of their interactions, they treat everyone they come in contact with the utmost respect. If the narcissist were faced with reality, he or she would scream and run away in fear. Narcissists can't help but sow seeds of doubt in their victims' thoughts, either in the hopes that those seeds will take root or that the victim will eventually meet someone who shares their values. Only by inspiring others to take up arms on their behalf can narcissists hope to vanquish this danger. Narcissists are overly sensitive, thus something like this simply cannot happen to them. Anyone who displays many of the traits I've mentioned today is a narcissist's biggest enemy. True individuals don't flinch or waver when confronted by the narcissist. Everything is in order, at least for the time being. Those who take this outlook are more likely to find fulfillment and pleasure in life. Their manner reflects a deep respect and love for the outdoors. It is not difficult to spot and avoid toxic people, no matter how insignificant they may seem. In such a predicament, the narcissist can do nothing. It looks like that's it for today's video. Please share your thoughts and questions in the comment space provided below. You've shown dedication just by watching this far. Those who want to be notified whenever new videos are added to this channel can subscribe and then click the bell icon. Thank you for your time and attention.